Welcome. We've all been there, right? You ask an AI for something creative, and what you get back is just bland, kinda robotic. Well, this explainer is all about fixing that. We're going to show you how to go from being a passenger to being the pilot, and how to direct AI to create things that are genuinely unique and powerful for whatever you need to do.
You know that feeling when you ask an AI for something and the response feels like it was pulled from some dusty old template? It's a super common frustration, and it's exactly what we're here to tackle today.
But here's the secret. The problem isn't you, and it's not always the AI either. It's really about learning the language that unlocks its actual potential. By the end of this, you're going to have the keys to make AI your creative partner, not just some glorified search engine.
So where do we even begin? Let's start by just mapping out the AI landscape. What are the different kinds of tools that we're all using, a lot of the time without even realizing it?
You know, most AI tools really fall into three main buckets. First, you've got your standalone tools, like ChatGPT or Gemini, the apps you open up when you have a specific AI task in mind. Then there's integrated AI, which is popping up everywhere. Think about the AI features built right into your email that suggest replies, or maybe the image tools inside your presentation software. They're just becoming part of the apps we already use every day.
But it's this third category, custom solutions, that really gives us a peek into the future. These are AI systems built from the ground up to solve one very specific and usually very important problem. And there's one example of this that is just staggering.
Let's talk about this case from Johns Hopkins University. They were up against a massive challenge with diagnosing sepsis, which is a really life-threatening type of blood poisoning. So what did they do? They built a custom AI just to tackle that one thing.
So before they put this system into place, the accuracy of a timely diagnosis was somewhere between 2 and 5%. I mean, that is a terrifyingly low number for a condition that's so deadly.
And after? Well, after they deployed their custom AI, that number jumped all the way to 40%. This isn't just a little improvement, it's a revolution, a leap that directly translates into saving human lives. And this just brilliantly shows the power of a highly focused custom AI.
Okay, so that Johns Hopkins example shows the incredible potential here. But even with the tools we use every single day, we can get dramatically better results just by mastering the language they understand. It's not just about what you ask, it's all about how you ask. Welcome to the art of the prompt.
You know, the key to better prompts is this idea called surfacing implied context. Now think about it. If your vegetarian friend asks you for a restaurant recommendation, you just instinctively know not to suggest a steakhouse, right? That's implied context. An AI, though, doesn't have that intuition. We need to spell it all out and give it that context to get the results we actually want. And the absolute best way to provide that context is with examples. This brings us to a technique called shot prompting. Zero shot is when you ask for something cold, no examples. One shot is giving it a single good example to guide it. And few shot, which is the most powerful, is giving it several high-quality examples. The rule is simple. The quality of the examples you put in determines the quality of the results you get.
Someone actually tried using zero-shot prompting to get a pickup line. The result was, well, it was a cringeworthy disaster straight out of a bad 80s movie. It just goes to show you, for anything creative or nuanced, zero-shot is a huge gamble.
Okay, so providing good examples is absolutely crucial. But what about when your request is really big and complex? Well, there's a powerful technique for that, and it can completely transform the quality of your results.
It's called chain of thought prompting, and it's based on a really simple but powerful idea. AI models are not strategic thinkers. They are incredibly good at predicting the next best word. By breaking a complex task into smaller steps, you become the strategist, and the AI becomes your tactical assistant, executing each one of those steps with amazing precision.
A perfect example is writing a cover letter. The wrong way is to just dump your resume and the job description and say, write it, and the result is always going to sound robotic. The right way, you guide it. First, you ask for just a compelling opening paragraph. You look at it, maybe you tweak it, and then you feed it back and say, great, based on that hook, now write the body paragraphs. Yeah, it's a little more work, but the final product is yours, and it's infinitely better.
Okay, so we've mastered what to say to the AI. Now let's go a level deeper. Let's look under the hood. How do we control the way the AI actually thinks? In some of the more advanced tools, like Google's AI Studio, you get a kind of control panel that lets you fine-tune the AI's behavior. First is the model. Just think of it as the engine of the AI. You might pick a fast, efficient engine like Flash for simple tasks, or a more powerful Pro engine for really complex problems. Then you've got temperature, which is basically a creativity dial, and grounding, which connects the AI to real-time search, making sure its answers are based on the latest info.
This temperature setting is really all about a trade-off between precision and creativity. If you set it low, you're going to get very predictable, factual answers, perfect for summarizing a document or writing code. But if you turn it up, you'll get more creative, sometimes even surprising results, which is fantastic for brainstorming ideas.
But, and this is a really critical warning, that high creativity comes at a cost. And that cost is the risk of hallucinations, where the AI literally just invents facts, makes up quotes, or even cites sources that don't exist. So for any factual information, keep that temperature low and always verify its work.
So with all this incredible power right at our fingertips, what are the guardrails, and what does the future of this kind of control really look like?
As AI gets more and more powerful, the companies building it are guided by some core principles. Things like responsible development, which is exactly why an AI will tell you to see a doctor instead of giving you medical advice. Bold innovation, which we saw in action with that Johns Hopkins sepsis detector. And collaborative progress, which is all about making these tools accessible to everyone.
But looking to the future, the real game changer might not be just using these massive general AI models. It's a concept called fine-tuning. Imagine taking a world-class chef, that's the big AI model, and then training them on your grandmother's secret recipes. That's fine-tuning. You're customizing an incredibly powerful tool with specific expert knowledge.
And that really leaves us with a final thought. We saw what a world-class hospital could do. But what if a local business, or a neighborhood school, or even a small town's government could fine-tune these models with their own unique data and expertise? What unique problems could be solved if this immense power was guided by specialized, local knowledge? The answers to that question, well, they will very likely shape our future with AI.